Hi, Sujal here, and the purpose of this lecture is to explain how you can use this course efficiently and effectively and how to best utilize this course for your learning of the CFD. The first lecture is about introduction to the course, in which I have explained about the everything what this course is going to offer you. In the first section, we are going to make the geometry of the circular cylinder. Basically, this whole course is divided into the two workshops. The one is about the circular pipe, the laminar pipe flow, and second one is the NACA 0012 aerofoil. So in the first part of the course, there are some sections. Section 1 is about the geometry making in the design molder about the circular cylinder. In second section, we are going to create the hexa mesh in the Ansys meshing. And third section is about the same geometry, but this time we are going to create the tetraprism meshing in the Ansys meshing. And section 4 is again about the hexa meshing, but this time it is going to be in the ICM CFD, which is one of the best softwares for the meshing in the world. So you can use any section 2, 3 or 4. Section 3 is the most easiest part of the mesh creation in the Ansys. You are going to be creating a mesh within maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Then section 2 is it requires some working. Section 4 is about the ICM CFD. This is a very high quality mesher, but it requires some understanding about the meshing, and the learning curve about the ICM CFD is steep. So if you are feeling difficulty, then I would recommend that you can skip this section and as well as the section number 2 and start with section number 1 and section number 3. And then comes the problem setup in the CFX pre, and then solution in the CFX solver, and then post-processing of the results in the CFD post. So this is all about the laminar pipe flow in the Ansys meshing, design molder, ICM CFD, and the CFX solver post and the CFX pre. Section number 8 is incomplete. The idea was that I need to explain in fact to you guys about the tetraprism meshing in the ICM CFD like we did in the Ansys meshing. So the idea of this section or this lecture series is to give you the idea that how you can use the ICM CFD to create the tetraprism meshing for same circular cylinder. And then from section 9 up to section number 12, it is about NACA 0012 aerofoil. So first section, which is section number 9, is about the geometry and the domain creation in the design molder from the coordinates of the NACA 0012, and they are taken from the website, and the links are given in the reference. And also in the each section you will be able to download all the files which I have here. And in the E section, I have proposed the same strategy that you will be getting files in the first lecture of the E section. So after that, you will be making the hexa meshing in section number 10 on the NACA 0012 aerofoil. And after that, you are going to solve in the Fluent. So in the last section of this course, section number 12, you will learn that how to solve the same case of NACA 0012 in the Ansys CFX. And you can also skip section number 12 and section number 11, 10 and 9. They will be enough for learning how to simulate the aerofoils or the any case in the design molder and creating the high quality hexa mesh in the Ansys meshing, and then solving case in the Ansys Fluent. The best part of this course is that you can start from any section. If you think that you know about these sections, for example the meshing and geometry, then you can directly use the files which are provided as the mesh files, and you can start from, for example, learning the Fluent and solving the aerodynamic flows directly in the Fluent. So you can use these meshes and the PPT files for your reference, and you can start from this section. And similarly, you can skip the, for example, the section on the CFX solver, because purpose just to solve the case. So you can just launch the CFX solver and run the case and post-process results in the CFD post. So there is no need to go through each and every lecture which explains the different commands which may not be useful for solving case in the CFX. But if you want to learn about the different options and what is meant by these options, then you can go through these lectures. So you can set up the problem in the, for example, in the CFX pre, and after that just launch the CFX solver and run the case, and just forget about the other explanations of the different topics, and then just post-process results in the CFD post. And similarly, as I explained, you can skip section number 12 and start with the section number 9. Or if you want to just learn how to make the geometry of the Naga 0012, then you can only cover section number 9. And if you want to learn about the hexa meshing, about the arrow file, you can start with the section number 10. And if you want to learn that how to solve the case in the CFX, you can start directly with the section number 12. And all the files again are provided, so you can be comfortably start the section independently, because all the files are there. You can start from any section. Thank you. And also note one thing, that after maybe 10 to 12 minutes, you will be asked to rate the course. So based on the previous students' replies, I would recommend that at least you should be solving the 3 or 4 sections, and after going through these 4 sections or 5 sections, then come back and rate the course. In this way, you will be more knowledgeable about the course, and you can properly give the rating or review for this course. So early prompt for the course rating you can skip. It's not necessary to or compulsory to put the rating in the course. So you can skip there and you come back and then give the rating. Thank you.